This is Dave Wozniak reporting from the Seismology Center at the base of Long Dormant A Mountain. Meters away from me, the smoldering crater has begun spewing forth steam, which indicates to most of the scientists in the Seismology Center that in only a brief time, this long dormant volcano will be erupting. We will be standing by here at the base of the mountain to keep track of all of the lava flows, steam vents, and of course the potential eruption. This has not been confirmed as of yet, and we will be sending reports to the telethon as this crisis continues. Back to you at the telethon. This is Dave Wozniak reporting with the Eyewitness TWiT van.
Sherry, we're supposed to make a left on Congress Street?
I don't know.
They said go down to the Santa Cruz boat dock. After Congress, make a left.
Where's that?
37A.
30 what?
37A.
I've never heard of it.
It's dark. I'm getting scared.
Come on, 37A, where are you? I know it's here somewhere, really close. Right here. It's been here all the time.
We're back. Live! And this is the Tucson Western International Talent-thon!
This is Dave Wozniak reporting from Sentinel Peak A Mountain. Right now, currently, overhead, our cameras are getting a good picture of volcanic activity this afternoon. That's right, we'll be switching you upstairs to our mobile camera in the sky in just one moment. There at the base of the picture, we can see the volcano. You can see the crater and the fountaining lava coming down and the lava trails. There appear to be scientists and observers along the path of the lava. That's right, and over to the left, can you get a shot of that, is the city of Tucson. Residents are beginning to panic, and evacuation routes out of the city have been posted at all community centers. So if you are in the afflicted area, please check your community center for the evacuation route to be away from the lava flows. These are very serious lava flows. If residents are not careful, the lava can get you. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, stay away from the lava flows. This is Dave Wozniak out here at the base of A Mountain reporting.
International Talent-thon, and I'm Randy Wodzinski, standing here on the corner of Congress and Stone. We have a very special guest this evening that I'm really proud and happy to announce. We have the TWiT Vice Presidential candidate with us this evening, Miss Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Hello, Jackie.
Oh, Randy, it's so wonderful to be here on the streets of Tucson, especially during the campaign season.
It's really wonderful to have you here, Jackie. You've been an idol of mine for a long time.
I've been an idol of many people's for a long time, especially Aries.
Well, we want to get to the real nitty-gritty of the campaign here, so I'm going to ask you a few questions, and they're going to be tough, but I have no doubt that you'll be able to handle them nicely.
I understand, Randy. I also agreed to answer questions from those people in the studio audience. Randy, I also brought with me tonight
You're kind of pushy, aren't you, Jackie?
Yes, well, Randy.
I mean, it is my show, isn't it, Jackie?
Well, Randy, I mean, you don't get to be a multi-billionaire for nothing.
That's true. You could buy me, couldn't you?
I'd like to introduce my candidate for the Secretary of State, Dr. Morris Shaw. Morris.
How do you do, Dr. Shaw?
How do you do, Randy?
Morris is going to be the Secretary of State. He is such a good diplomat, Randy.
That's wonderful. I was watching the Talent-thon last week, of course, and aren't you a writer, Dr. Shaw?
Yes, I am, and I've written a new book. It's called Why Truman. It reveals the secret of the actual death of Truman Capote. It wasn't his liver.
What was it?
The book will be out the 18th of October, and you can read it then, Randy. But I can tell you that I named some names, and it's a very juicy story.
That's fantastic. I have some very juicy questions that I want to ask Jackie over here. Would you
Go
mind?
right ahead. No, not at all.
Morris, I can field a few questions.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
No. I'm going to ask the questions. This is my show. We'll take it in my time, all right?
Okay, Randy.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. I mean, you're our star and everything, but...
I know, Randy.
But, yeah, I get a little touchy.
I got a question, Jackie.
Yes, a question from the crowd.
Who's your plastic surgeon anyway?
My plastic surgeon. I have only had plastic surgery on parts of my nose to help my breathing problem, unlike some other superstars.
Now, Jackie, the question that I wanted to ask you, who do you think's prettier, you or Geraldine Ferraro?
Well, Randy, I want you all to see that I am an equal opportunity candidate. I have Jerry Ferraro's picture right here, close to my heart. So I think the folks at home should make the choice themselves. Tell us once and for all, who is prettier, Geraldine Ferraro or me? Humble me.
Humble you.
Yes.
Jackie, I was...
sorry, Sergeant Gardner here. If I have ever seen a prostitute, I have seen one right here. You
But
are
I'm
under
Jackie
arrest. I'm
Kennedy.
sorry. I don't
But
care
I'm
who
Jackie
you are. You're a
Kennedy.
prostitute.
I am not. I am
If I've
hustling
ever
votes
seen a
here.
slut, boy, I have seen a slut.
I am not
Is
a
it-
prostitute.
wait a second, officer.
What kind of thing
Wait a
is this
second,
in
officer. I
Tucson?
think this
don't
is. I think this
understand.
really is Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. I think it really is. But
Oh,
but one
come
thing.
on, Come on.
Can't you tell a Calvin Klein dress when you see one?
You know, those legs aren't really too bad. Turn around a little. That's not too bad. I'm taking her home.
Wait a minute, Randy. What's going on here?
I don't know.
This entertainment is not appropriate for public access TV. This is ridiculous. Here, hold this.
Like I said, my new book comes out October the 18th.
Dr.
Tells the
Shaw's
true
new book
story of the death of
will
Truman
be out.
Capote.
I'm gonna have
Look
to ask
for
you
it in
both
your
to leave.
bookstores.
I'm gonna ask you both to leave because this is
$9.95 random.
We have a man here who is decent entertainment, and he's gonna play. All right? None of this stuff.
Thank you.
This is, this isn't even fit for.
Wait a second. This is my show. Look, I
Book
didn't even
comes
get to
out
the
October
nitty-gritty
the
questions.
18th.
I wanted to ask her how much money she had. And I wanted to ask her, where she got her hair done, stuff like that.
Filthy. That was not Jackie Kennedy. That was not Jackie Kennedy. That was an imposter.
Well, she didn't have Foster Remington
Jackie
with her.
Kennedy shaves her armpits. Believe me.
There you have it, folks. There you have it. This is the Tucson Western International Talent-thon, and this is Ross playing the 5-string banjo.
This is Dave Wozniak standing by here at the base of A Mountain, where right now you can see the Seismology Center up at the top of Sentinel Peak is recording momentary tremors at a high-level top-drawer meeting downtown in Mayor Lewis Murphy's office. It has been reported, according to unconfirmed sources, that local politicians, civic leaders, and church officials have been summoned to the mayor's office and what may be an 11th-hour solution to this continuing lava crisis. We will continue with our Action TWiT reports as the telethon continues.
Tucson Western Bank. Would you care to make a transaction?
Yeah, I'd like to make a withdrawal.
Oh. Does your mother know about this?
Yeah.
This is an awfully large amount. What do you need this money for?
My brother's operation.
Operation? Oh my God, you poor thing. Oh, here. Let me give you $1. Bye. At Tucson Western Bank, we really care about your money.
Hi, I'm Jackie Kennedy, and I'd like to welcome you to the Tucson Western International Telethon. If I sound huskier this week than last week, I changed my usual brand. Now I'm smoking one of Ted's cigars. So stay with us. And now here's George to tell you what you want.
Hi, this is Randy Harris at the Sawmill, and sitting beside me is Tom Beal. I'm going to ask Tom a couple of questions. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Have you seen the Tucson Western International Talent-thon?
No.
Well, there you have it. Would you watch a live television show 3 hours a week if you could watch it from time to time?
Oh, is that what TWiT stands for?
That's what TWiT stands for. TWiT, the Tucson Western International Talent-thon.
I saw your show, yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Oh, it's fun.
What'd you like? Give us a rundown of something that you saw.
Let's see, that thing that was on it the other night where they were painting on the walls and it kept turning out to be a naked woman.
I like that too, yeah. Anything else?
Oh, I like seeing you get your hair cut on TV.
It's like seeing me get my hair cut on TV. Well, anything you'd like to see that you haven't seen yet on the telethon?
More live music.
Okay, well, we're going to bring you some more live music, and that'll be coming up very soon on the Tucson Western International Talent-thon.
Hi, this is Dave Wozniak out here at the base of A Mountain and Sentinel Peak. With me is my very special guest, Foster Remington, who is the local resident expert on volcanic activity, as well as fromage and a number of other interesting topics. Foster, how serious is this volcanic situation?
I'd rate it as being very serious, Dave. It's building up, and well, I can hardly tell you what the problem is.
Foster, as I understand it, most volcanoes depend upon lava. Is this correct?
That's true, David. Yes.
Would you explain this more fully to us?
Oh, certainly. Here, just a moment. This will work. Let me pull that right off here. Would you hold that for me, please? David, this is a volcano. Now, underneath, there's pressure that builds up down under the volcano, down in this area, making this part up here glow. Now, as this part glows more, and this part builds up in pressure, eventually, the rock all up in here is going to have to give way, and this is going to go spewing out the top like that, and spewing and running down the mountain side, or the side of the cone, as we call it.
The lava is going to spew down the side of the cone.
That's right, it will.
I see, I understand. Now, according to reports, is there a time factor involved?
I understand that it's to happen within the next 15 minutes. In fact, I don't think we should be standing here right now.
Those of us in the viewing audience should be leaving right now. It is time to evacuate. Is that what the official word is?
Bye.
This is Dave Wozniak out here at the base of a mountain. We are not panicking with the TWiT van. However, we will be signing off until further notice.
Come on, get out of here. Get the camera out of here.
Listen, leave this microphone. Come on.
Get in the van. Where's Foster? Going. Come on, get in the van.
One life, that's all I see is one life. For you and me, are one life. Right here, right now. There will be peace for all mankind, living in a universal mind. One love, we
name of the movie is Insignificance. It's a comedy about life, death, sex, and the universe, relatively speaking. Relative is one of the key words in this movie.
Imagine Marilyn Monroe, Albert Einstein, Joe McCarthy, and Joe DiMaggio all sort of meeting at once.
Sort of insignificant, huh?
Insignificance was an anti-war movie. It was especially an anti-nuclear war movie, told through the eyes of several people who lived in that period of time, and it explains quite a bit about physics as well, but it really isn't a comedy. And I would definitely guarantee that it would be a good film to take young teenagers or even children to.
I think it was a comedy. I laughed a lot. It was very subtle humor, but didn't you hear me laughing?
We heard you laughing. Yes, yes. Sometimes through our snickering, we heard you chortling merrily.
You know, it's incomprehensible, but funny.
Do either one of you think that maybe they, at one time, that Marilyn Monroe and Einstein actually met?
I think it's
I think that's insignificant as well.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it.
Eruption is imminent. Evacuation is prescribed for the citizenry. However, at this particular point in time, we do notice that at the base of the lava flows, there are some rather curious onlookers. They appear to be dairymen. That's correct. They appear to be dairymen because the lava flow is currently crossing the Cloverleaf Dairy's main pasture. Cows are reportedly taking umbrage at this, stating that unless the lava has been stemmed, they will go out on strike. Ranchers have said this is utterly ridiculous. The cows have countered with the fact that there will be no more fresh milk or cheese until the eruptions cease. This is Dave Wozniak out here at the base of a mountain.
What? No cheese? Do you have another song that extols the virtue of the waitress, or something else that you'd like to tell the folks about?
Well, I do have a song. It's a song that my boyfriend would have written to me if he wrote songs, but my boyfriend, he didn't write songs. He was a garage mechanic, and he worked for a living. You know, he didn't have any time.
There was no dance to his tappets.
Yeah.
Well, Carol Lee, another song extolling the garage mechanic. I'm not quite sure as the telethon continues.
No, this is extolling me.
Oh, this one's extolling you. Wow, there you have it.
Everybody's gotta make a living. You gotta pay your bills and drive a car. Everybody's gotta get by somehow. But this girl has gone too far. She's a celebrity hooker, appearing on TV in every bar. She's a celebrity hooker, that's one way for a girl to be a star. Not every woman's born to be a mother, and we ain't had one yet for president. I only wish my girl would find another way to find herself and pay the rent. I asked her once to marry me and move away from town. The next day on the news I see my proposal's been turned down by a celebrity hooker, appearing on TV in every bar. She's a celebrity hooker, no autographs. I won't smoke your cigar.
This is Dave Wozniak out here at the base of A Mountain. I have with me as my very special guest Mr. Foster Remington, who is the local resident on volcanology and fromage. Foster, I'm glad to have you with us again. Foster, how serious is this situation at this point?
It's even more serious than before, David. I expect that if it continues as it has been, there'll be no mozzarella in the shelves in 60 days or so.
Do you think the cows are serious, Foster?
I think they're very serious. In fact, I think they lack humor altogether.
There's nothing really funny about cows, we don't believe. And so at this point, do you think that there will be a settlement with the bovine strike?
I would certainly hope so, David. I, for one, would not care to eat another hamburger without cheese, and I'm sure many of you feel that way.
Foster, tell me this. What are the cows' demands?
The cows' demands are that the lava be removed totally from their land, and that the 3 cows that have been turned into barbecue be resurrected.
This may be a slightly impossible task. If there is anyone in the viewing audience at this time, please call 299-6401 to aid us in this resurrection of the cows. By the way, Foster, are these hamburger stands that were set up from the carcasses, are these having any effect on the evacuation routes?
They certainly are. People are flocking to them and gathering around them. The traffic has been obstructed. I could hardly explain it to you.
Can people get out of the way of the lava?
They're working at it. Some are, although I noticed that there were several people standing along the side. I'm not sure why they were staying there, but I was not able to see at the time.
I understand that they have brought someone who was standing by the side of the lava flow as an eyewitness to the lava, and she's currently standing by. So if we take this short break, we will have her with us and a continuing updated eyewitness interview session right after this.
Good evening out on the street of Tucson on Friday night. A lot of friends out there watching us, Bubbles, I think.
They are. You went to a party, I understand.
I went to a party tonight, Bubbles, and I promised to say hello. I hope you're watching out there on Silver Bell and Speedway. I won't name any names, but Bubbles, you've got some fans out there.
Hello, folks.
So all you law students and law professors, hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, ring in and say hello.
Hugh.
If you'd like to come down and appear. You don't like your microphone, Bubbles.
It clashes.
I love your outfit, but you don't like the color scheme.
No, the color scheme just didn't quite match.
Well, what have we got planned tonight? Are we going to some good nightclubs?
Yes, we're going to go to Jack's.
Hope you're watching, Jack. We'll be there in a few minutes.
This is Bubbles down at Jack's on Congress and Stone, just up the street from the studio. I believe that we're going to go downstairs to Sidney Lee.
I'm Sidney Lee, as if you didn't know before, and we're down here at Jack's. And as you can tell, we have a live band playing. They're the Freds, and they're playing right here at Jack's on 26 East Congress. Have you seen Congressman Jim McNulty?
No, Sid, I haven't seen him anywhere.
We haven't been able to find him all night long. I don't know what's wrong. But I tell you what, since we can't find him, let's just go to the band.
Fred's live from Jack's. Now back to you, Dave.
This is Dave Wozniak outside here at the base of A Mountain, where one of the curious onlookers has agreed to come on camera with us and explain just what she was doing moments ago. Tell me, miss, what were you doing moments ago?
Like, I was seeing it up on the volcano.
Yeah?
While my friends, decided we were just going to school. Sorry, Mom. And, so we saw, the volcano. It was, a mountain looked like a volcano. It was erupting all over the place, so we thought it would be really cool. Hey, Bobby, are you out there? Hi.
You thought it would be really cool to do what?
To, toast marshmallows over the volcano. It was great. It was really bitchin'. Want to come? It's fun.
Now, as I understand it, you have been toasting marshmallows over the volcano.
Toasting marshmallows over the volcano.
You haven't been up near the crater, have you? Or have
well, kinda. You got to get up there over the fire to get them really good and charred and crunchy like. Well, I'm here.
That has a vaguely sulfurous taste. That's not bad. This is Dave Wozniak reporting from the base of A Mountain. We'll be standing by after toasting more marshmallows. Back to you at the telethon. This isn't bad. Can I have another one?
Yeah, sure. It's not toasted, though. Come on, we'll go toast another one.
Okay.
Hi, this is Sir Sid from the TWiT show. This is the upcoming distraction of the night, Beverly Hills Cop. I have never seen this movie before, and it's supposed to be a good one. We'll just have to find out just how good this movie is. I can't have any more popcorn?
No, you have to do some interviews, Sidney.
Can we see that movie
again? Pick up the microphone.
Where's the microphone?
Right there. It's in your hand.
So they couldn't hear that? I want some more popcorn. What do you say we get some more popcorn? Okay, we're here talking with
Bill, I live at Speedway in Craycroft.
and he's having a party there next Thursday night.
Yes.
Bill, what did you think of it?
It was okay. It wasn't as good as 48 Hours, though.
You liked 48 Hours better?
Yeah, there's more action.
More cussing?
Yeah.
How would you rate it? Would you rate it 5 stars or what?
Yeah, it's one of Eddie Murphy's best.
One of Eddie Murphy's best. We're going to take your word for that.
Yeah, there was more action in 48 Hours, but it was a pretty good movie, I guess.
Why don't you explain why you got your stuff on backwards tonight?
I got my stuff on backwards?
Yeah, you got your stuff on backwards.
I got dressed in a hurry.
No, that's not why you got your stuff on backwards.
It's New Wave?
It's New Wave.
It's New Wave. New Wave.
Not to be confused with Old Wave.
Or Tony Wave. Or,
Tony Wave?
Yeah.
We've got a surprise for the folks at home.
What's
tonight.
that, David?
Well, we've got big cars tonight. Tonight's big car night. And the folks from the Arizona Heritage Society, right now.
Oh my goodness!
Antique Automobile
Here
Society. Now
Look
you
at
see,
this.
the white car is supposed to have been moved to somewhere else. Here comes our big special treat. We have a 1939 Packard limousine from the
gorgeous.
Arizona Antique Automobile Society. They brought it down. They came in costume
It's the
tonight.
American, and it's the antique.
Let's get Jerry to come on
Yeah,
up.
come on, Jerry. Tell
Come
us what
on,
it is.
Jerry. Come on up. I
This
want
is a
you
car.
folks to see this.
David, I want you to know, I just got hit by a raindrop.
Did you really?
I think I did, yeah.
Well,
but I also want you to
in
know
the
that this,
event that we get hit by a raindrop, we'll have to move the cameras inside because we don't want to get wet. There was another raindrop. So before we have to move the cameras inside, let's take a look at the inside of this car. Hi, Jerry
this is
Cross.
one of the most beautiful cars
It's real
I've
good
ever
to
seen.
see you tonight.
How you doing, guy? Fine. Step out. My goodness, look at those shoes.
Such a car do we have here?
Take a shot of the shoes here, Roy. Look at these shoes. Ta-da. That's great. Tell me again the name of your organization. I can't
This
believe
is the Antique Automobile Club of America, Tucson Region.
Tucson Region, yeah. Right. Boy, Hi, Mark.
recognize this guy in the
I
back?
sure do.
That's
This is
Mark
the guy who was in the 57 Ford last week with his hair slicked back, but he looks a little different.
Thank you. How you doing tonight?
Fine, Mark. Gosh, this is a gorgeous car. Can you guys step out here so we can see the interior? Look at that.
On in.
That's amazing. I want to get in this thing. I'm going to crawl right here in the car. The upholstery in here is gorgeous. Is this new, restored?
It is original fabric, and it has been restored. Yes.
This
is just like it did. The car looks just like it did when it rolled out of the factory back in 1939, and it sold for $995 back then.
Absolutely amazing. You know what? We've got a technical problem here. We're going to have to go inside to get our cameras in out of the sprinkling. So we'll go back in the studio. This is the Tucson Western International Talent-thon here in the rain at the corner of Congress and Stone.
to the beaches in Miami, Atlanta, East St. Louis, New York, can you understand me? Chicago, Detroit, Memphis, and Carolina. The mouth of the South is here to make you fall out. Oh really, I'm not from Philly or Washington, D.C. It's Miami Beach. If you want to see me, come on. Suicide rhyme to the real party freaks. It's time to get alive. Come on. Call the real party people when you really want to party, throw down. To the people in the party, call the real party people, cause I'm just about ready to clown. Now in this world today, it's either money or clout. Without either one, you might as well fall out. You try it. Fall out.
What we're very concerned with right now is the fact that there is no mozzarella cheese available. Have you taken any steps to precautions here at this pizzeria?
Not at this point. We haven't been aware of the shortage.
I understand that several other pizza owners have been cutting back on mozzarella. They are only serving single servings of mozzarella cheese, no more double cheese pizzas.
So far, we have been serving what people have requested. So if they requested double cheese, that's what we've been putting on.
I understand. She's going back to the telephones right now, obviously trying to confirm these reports that the cows are on strike and the mozzarella shortage will continue. We'll have more on this as the crisis develops. Back to you at the telethon.
sunny Alps is she, and she won his heart with her yodel-dee-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee-dee. If I could only learn to yodel, I'd go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee. It's easy, they say, to yodel-dee and go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee. This yodeling gal had love in her eyes for the sweetest man I know. I'll admit it's true, she can yodel-ee-oo. That's why he loves her so. And to my dismay, this mountain chalet beats the hills of Tennessee. And she won his heart with her yodel-dee-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee-dee. If I could only learn to yodel, I'd go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee. It's easy, they say, to yodel-ee and go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee. There's a little old shack that's calling me back to the hills where I belong. And I must admit that I just don't fit with a man that's done me wrong. So I'll pack up my duds and I'll be on my way to a land that's calling me. 'Cause she's won his heart with her yodel-dee-dee-dee, yodel-dee-dee-dee. If I could only learn to yodel, I'd go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee. It's easy, they say, to yodel-ee and go yodel-dee-dee, yodel-dee. Idee-yodel-dee-dee-oh, yodel-dee. Idee-yodel-dee-dee-oh, yodel-dee-dee-oh.
Sue, why don't you come on over here and talk for a second? How long have you been entertaining?
Since I was about 6 years old.
How'd you start?
With my parents, we had a family band and did a jamboree on a local radio station and just kept going from there.
Who taught you to yodel?
I had two sisters that I sang and yodeled with, and I don't remember how I started, I guess calling the cows home from the field.
How did you call the cows home? Can you give an example of that?
Well, I didn't say moo, I'll grant you. It was just a yodel-oo-hoo.
You want to do that again?
Sure, yodel-ee, yodel-oo-tee, and they'd just come running.
And the cows would come running?
Sure.
Now,
I
you
think so.
you work with Elaine Tarkington, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you go out and you do entertaining for senior citizens?
Yes, we do, at the nursing homes and the Veterans Hospital and mobile home parks and wherever we're needed, really.
Why do you do that?
Well, I do it because I get more out of it than the people do, to tell you the truth. I just love to sing and play, so that's really why I do it.
And you like sharing that?
Oh, of course I do, sure. I think I'd lose it if I didn't.
What's your favorite song?
Probably One Day at a Time, and that's not a yodel.
And that's not a yodel?
No, it isn't.
Why don't you do about, 10, 15, 20 seconds of just one day at a time? Just start it, your
Why
favorite
not?
part, and I'll just mic you right here.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time.
Sue Akers, thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure.
And stay with us. The telethon continues right after this.
Just say make mine Tucson generic, the gold medal brew of the land. Now at home or club or tap room, always order the brew that they cheer. Brewed just right, mellow, cool, and light, Tucson generic brand beer. Say make mine generic. Or, excuse me.
Generic Light, the beer with no flavor for people who have no taste.
Nancy, now, according to reports, union leaders have called for the discontinuance of double cheese pizzas. Are you going to comply with this request?
Not unless I really have to. We have a lot of customers that like extra cheese. We deal only with pure mozzarella cheese here, so as long as we can keep it going, we will.
Now, is there any fear behind the scenes here at Biachi's that the cheese will evaporate?
As of yet, no. I haven't thought that much about it. Okay.
Now, I heard you calling the distributor earlier before giving your order. Were you stocking up on additional mozzarella cheese?
No, I wasn't. Just a weekly order is what I put in, and they haven't let us know that there was any shortage at all on their end.
So they are keeping it quiet down at the distributors?
Apparently, yes.
Well, we'll continue on with our investigation of the continuing Romano cheese and mozzarella cheese shortage here in Tucson. Back to you at the telethon.
Hi, this is Randy Wozniak, and I'm not standing by a Buick. I'm standing here by this beautiful, what year, Jerry?
39 Packard.
1939 Packard, one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen in my life. It's gorgeous. I'd like to have one myself. We got cut out by the rain a little earlier, so we really wanted to get a better look at what was in here. So you want to show us some of the fine points of the car?
Okay, it is a six-cylinder. It has a 245 cubic inch engine. It's a 3-speed manual transmission. It has a 122-inch wheelbase. It has weighs 3,400 pounds. And brand new, this car costs $990.
Could I get it for that today?
No, sir. You're looking at about 20 grand today.
My goodness, I'd rather do the $990.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, really. This is, can we get a shot of the interior of this car? This is, I don't know if we got enough light in there or not, but it's been fully restored inside too, right?
Inside it has, yes. It's English broadcloth, just like it was originally.
From England?
Yes.
Why do you take so much care with your cars? Why do you do this?
Well, it's part of our American heritage, you know, to get the cars back on the road and keep them going. You know, it is really neat. The quality and the workmanship of the car that was done back then compared to now is significantly different, and it is really fantastic.
It's, I noticed you wore a costume this week. You wore a costume last week. Do you wear costumes with your cars all the time?
Generally, when we go out, we do this. Yes, it's a lot of fun, and it adds to the car, and it adds to everywhere we go. It builds up the enthusiasm for those who there's a lot of nostalgia here. You know.
Yeah, you get a good feeling when you wear the costume. You're wearing the car, and it's just like going back in time, huh?
Yes, indeed.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, Jerry, for bringing this down. And we'll be seeing you again, I'm sure, and some more of the people from your club.
You bet.
Which is the
Antique Auto Club of America.
The Antique Auto Club of America, Tucson Region.
Correct.
And boy, just beautiful. We really thank you for bringing down the car.
Our pleasure. And we'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay.
This is the Tucson Western International Talent-thon. I'm Randy Wozniak, standing here on the corner of Congress and Stone Avenue. If you don't have anything better to do, come on down. If you do have something better to do, you're fooling yourself. This is the most fun that you could have on a Friday night. Give us a call at 882-9010 and find out what's happening. And we're going to go right now to Charlie Brown, who's sneaking over here. And what do you got to say?
I think we're going to go inside and we're going to have a little song from Darwin Hall as the telethon continues.
I wonder why nobody don't like me. Maybe it's because I'm ugly. I wonder why nobody don't like me. Maybe it's because I am ugly. I leave my whole house and go. My children don't want me no more. Bad talk inside the house they bring. And when I talk they start to sing. Mama look up boo boo. They shout. Their mama tell them shut up your mouth. That is your daddy. Oh no. My daddy can't be ugly, so shut your mouth, go away. Mama look a boo-boo day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama look a boo-boo day. I come home and I say to the mama, these children ain't got no behavior. I come home and I say to them, mama, these children ain't got no behavior. I leave my whole house and go. My children don't want me no more. Bad talk inside the house they bring. And when I talk, they start to sing, mama, look, ah, boo-boo. They shout, their mama tell them, shut up your mouth. That is your daddy. Oh, no, my daddy can't be ugly, so shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look, ah, boo-boo day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look, ah, boo-boo day. Do 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 do. Ah ah do 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 do. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama Luca boo boo day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama Luca boo boo day.
This is Dave Wozniak standing by out here at Bianchi's Pizzeria, where we are currently investigating the growing mozzarella shortage. At present, with the cows currently on strike due to the lava flow streaming, gushing forth down a mountain. The cows have gone on strike, claiming that they will not give milk, butter, or cheese until the lava flow has been erased. Union representatives are currently talking to Nancy at Bianchi's, and she is currently being informed that the Tucson leaders have issued a mozzarella alert. The mozzarella cheese will be on the restricted list until further notice, and there will be no more double cheese pizzas given in the Tucson area until the cows come off of their strike. That is correct. Informed sources have confirmed that the mozzarella strike will continue, and there will be no more double cheese pizzas in an effort to stem this continuing crisis. Back to you at the telethon, Randy.
We're here at an abandoned A.J. Bayless and the streets of Tucson to interview some people about generic brands all-purpose coffee. And you, sir, have you tried all-purpose coffee?
My mother makes me drink generic brand all-purpose coffee.
And isn't it good?
It stunts my growth. She says that's what makes my pants last 6 months longer.
And you, man? It tastes like shit, man, but you know my husband, Bert, he likes this stuff. I mean, when he drinks it all night long, he gets real mean. You really ought to do something about this stuff. It's awful. I was wondering if you would like to try generic brands all-purpose coffee.
Well, sure, I'd love to. My neighbor Mildred, she was carrying her baby around for about 12 months. She was out here and walking around like this. She couldn't move. She came over to my house and I said, Mildred, sit down and drink some all-purpose coffee. It's the coffee that induces labor. She sat down, had a couple cups of that, went home to take a nap, and within 5 minutes, she had that baby right there in the bed.
And there you have it, absolute testimony.
Oh, I think this is the neatest thing since cream corn sliding out of a grease spigot.
Generic brands, all-purpose coffee. The coffee that induces labor.
Thank you, girlie.
Bye. Come on, Mom, let's go.
All right.
What are you trying to tell me? No cheese. I don't believe this. 99% of our business is dealing with mozzarella cheese. Our customers come in here for pure mozzarella cheese. Now what do you want me to tell them? I'm not going to use no artificial cheese. Do you have any recommendations on what all the pizzerias in Tucson are going to do at this point? What else?
Is there any word on the strike? Is there any word on the strike?
Is there any word on the strike at all? No, they are not aware of anything to do with the strike.
They have not gotten
They're not
any...
releasing any information.
No more information on the cows?
No information on the cows. Well, I do wish you'd get back with me on this point. We have a very good business here, and that would really hurt us bad. Thank you.
Well, at the shadow of a mountain, as the volcano continues to erupt and the cows continue on strike, we will keep you informed as this situation develops. Back to you at the telephone.